What is up, you guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and man, the title must have shocked you guys. The title must have really shocked you guys. Because if you've been following this channel long enough, you guys already know that when I talk about video game, it's mostly the video game industry. You know, whatever's happening with Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. But whenever I talk about video games, like specifically like certain games, it's usually RPG games or action games. Whether if it's Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, God of War, it's gotta be an RPG or an action RPG, because I just need that feel of adventure, baby. Know what I'm saying? But anyways, so you read that title right. That title is absolutely correct. Physical media is dying. Physical media is dying, and the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 basically proves it. All right, and the story is, has been going viral, but I got my sources from VG247.com, and basically the story is that the new Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, only has 70 megabytes of data. Now, I want you guys to think about this. I want you to think about this because take a look at the average size of the PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5 game, right? Or an Xbox One and the new Xbox console, right? The recent generation consoles, the games have about 30 gigabytes to 70 gigabytes. For example, when I bought, Final Fantasy VII Remake, the game had 60, 70 gigabytes, and then the integrated version was 100 gigabytes, something like that, right? Close to 100 gigabytes. That's 100 gigabytes in one game. And then for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 only has 70 gigabytes. Excuse me, not even gigabytes, megabytes. And to do a quick piece of mathematics here, it takes 1,000 megabytes to make 1 gigabyte. So yeah, just think about that for a second. So you mean to tell me that the CD, yes, the physical CD for the PlayStation 5, the Modern Warfare 2 game only has 70 megabytes. Can you really say that you own the game?
Oh, hell no!
Can you really say when you own the game? So what I think this really is, you're basically buying the authority, kind of like the license key to play a game. So when you insert the disc into the PlayStation 5, it just tells the console or the game, like, hey, this person paid for this game, now they can go ahead and download it. So if you only have 70 megabytes of data in the CD, then where is the rest of the game?
That doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have to download the rest of the game. Do you remember those old softwares, right? Whenever you bought a software back in the day, guess what? You actually you also had a license key, right? Those long numbers. You also had a license key, but you get the entire freaking software, right? Back then I think it was 500 megabytes or maybe like 1 gigabyte for one software, but you get the entire software. Now you get 70 megabytes in one disc. So the way that I see it, whenever you buy a CD for a PlayStation 5 game or an Xbox game, it's just the license key. So in reality, you don't own the game if you think about it. And let's say that you were to resell the game, what are you really selling? 70 megabytes of data? This is why physical media is dying. This is why physical media is dying, because these companies, they don't want you to actually own the game, right? They don't want you to actually own it. They want you to keep renting, right? They want you to keep renting the game.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next products.
Because since they are the ones that make the game, they tell you, they decide how much data goes into the disc. And it's not just gaming, it's also cloud gaming, right? Like any cloud data, even Netflix. You don't own anything on Netflix. You're just streaming. You're renting out movies for a monthly fee. So in the future, if future games are only going to have about, 70 megabytes of data, then you don't really own anything, and physical media is dead. So the way to preserve, physical media in gaming is to just keep your old consoles, right? Keep all your PlayStation 2, your PlayStation 1, your Nintendo Wii. Keep all of that, because in the future, guess what? The data is just not gonna be there, man. When you buy a disc, you're basically buying the permission to play the game, right? That's basically what you're buying. Only the permission. Everything else is just, and then everything else you have to download. So it makes no difference if you buy the physical game on Steam or in the Epic Game Store, or if you buy the actual disc at GameStop, because you still have to download the rest of the 70 gigabytes that game is built on. If this continues, because these companies are the ones in charge, they're the ones decide how these games are going to be distributed. If this continues, basically what's going to happen is that in the future, everything is just going to be on the cloud, right? You pay your monthly fee or you pay your one-time fee so that you can, either quote unquote digitally own the game, and you're not really going to have it in your hands. Same thing's happening with music. Same thing's happening in a lot of industry. Everything is just going to be on the cloud. And when technologies like 6G, yeah, we are already at 5G, right? And we're just at the beginning of 5G. When 6G comes in, I guess you could be sitting in the mountains, in Mount Everest, and be able to get connection to whatever cloud, game is on the, is on the PlayStation Plus, or you'll be able to watch Netflix from freaking Mount Everest. This is kind of scary. This is kind of scary to know that the media that you once loved, it could literally disappear, and it's not really gonna be in your hands. You guys remember when consoles like the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, they actually had memory cards. You can actually take your memory card, which was something that you own, and put it into your friend's PlayStation 2, and you could still keep playing the same game, right? Why can't we just go back to those times? Oh, wait. That's right, because it's not profitable for Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, right? That's why they got rid of the memory card. Wow, man. And I hate to be the doom and gloom guy giving you the bad news, but, I want to be real with you guys, and this way you can basically decide what you're going to do in the future, rather than just, being afraid and always, kind of like thinking that the future is just doom and gloom. But this is the way things are going, and we kind of have to decide, what we want to do as consumers. And if enough people continue to buy physical media, maybe these giant companies like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, they will change their mind. Because thus far, the only one that's kind of keeping it traditional is Nintendo. But hey, whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. Guys, thank you for watching and listening. This is your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed.